Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In this video we're going to learn about how to change the thermal pads and the thermal paste on this GTX 1080. My card has been running a little bit hot and I want to try and get the temps down a bit, so let's get into it. As you can see, the temp's running around 61 degrees and above. After we change it, I'll show you the outcome.
Okay, so here we have our GTX 1080. It is a very old card. I bought it secondhand. It seems to be getting a bit hot. I suspect it is actually thermal throttling. I did change the thermal paste on here probably about a month ago, and I noticed quite some difference in the temperature. It dropped about 5 degrees or so, but it was very dirty at the time. I did not take the backplate off, and I didn't have thermal pads at the time, so now I've got some in. I got these online. As you can see,
the watts per meter Kelvin is 12.8. It's perfect for what we want on a GPU.
Arctic ones, I don't believe, but I got these on Alibaba actually. You can see right here, and I'll give them a go and we'll see if it makes any difference on the card and if these thermal pads are any good. So let's get to pulling this thing apart. Alright, now we got this apart. I've noticed there is a lot of oil from the old thermal pads that seems to have leaked all over the memory chips and the board. So when I was running this actually in Hiveos, I was getting a couple of shutdowns on the miner. It'll come up GPU detected dead. I suspect it might be from this oil that's coming from the thermal pads onto the memory chips. So I'm going to clean those up and we'll put some new thermal pads on. I don't know if these are the original thermal pads that come with the EVGA board, but they're quite sticky and soft still, but maybe it's not a good quality one, I'm not too sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and change them with these new ones I got, and we'll give them a go. Yeah, now I've got it all cleaned up. A couple of things I've noticed on this card. The EVGA, they seem to have little in-grooves. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you see all these grooves around where some thermal pads should be placed, but it seems like they don't really match up with the chips on the board. So how they put the thermal pads on originally, or obviously it wasn't an original thermal pads on there, it seems to be the good way to put it on. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. There's two different sizes of thermal pads on this one. I've got 2mm and 1.5mm. So as you can see, the different sizes that comes with this. I've got a 1.5mm, and then a 2mm. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on. yeah, now we've got the thermal pads put back on. I tried to clean up as much of the oil as possible. I've got quite a few dirty, gunky paper towels there, so I did get a lot off. Totally made a mess of putting that thermal compound on, but it's tidied up. It doesn't matter to put if the thermal compound paste goes onto the green part of the GPU chip, they'll be fine. Alright, so let's put this thing back together and see if it performs any better if the temperatures come down. Yeah, I forgot about these two when I was putting the back plate back on. These are a different color again, 2mm, 2.5mm. It does look like another aftermarket mod someone's done on this card. I can see that it will just sit in between the heatsink here and then the plastic back plate between the back plate and the memory VRAM modules. So I'm gonna cut some more and replace these two as well, just quickly. Okay guys, there we have it. The card's back together. Let's plug it in and then see what it's running at. Maybe, hopefully I'll get a few degrees lower and we'll see what it's hashing like as well, mining. One thing I did notice is that this card has been pulled apart quite a few times by the looks of it. The different colors of the thermal pads that was on there. They're not so old that they've gone hard. They're a bit sticky and soft, but since we had them apart, we might as well change them.
So there we have it. The temperature's down 5 degrees. We're down to 56 degrees now for running and mining. Same performance, if not a little bit better. Unfortunately, we can't see the VRAM temps, but on this application, HW Info 64, you can see the hotspot temperature, which is also a little bit down. I strongly recommend getting these thermal pads. They're better than the brand name types, much cheaper anyway. As you can see, you can get them on this website on Alibaba. All the best, guys. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Otherwise, you can watch my dog for 10 seconds.